Hello everyone, we are Mirai, Yuna, and Jordan. Today our group will explain the differences in commuting between the American and Japanese students. There are many differences in the way we commute to and from school based on a number of factors such as access to public transportation, dorm stays, and personal vehicles. So this video will hopefully help you understand the differences between them.
I will introduce commuting process in Japan. It takes about 2 hours to get to Nanzan University from my house. I commute by car, train, subway, and on foot. My father usually gives me a 15-minute ride to the station. Then I take the train called Kintetsu to get to Nagoya Station. I use two IC cars, Ikoka to take Kintetsu and Manaka to take the subway because each covers a different area. Ikoka covers the Kansai area, Manaka covers around Aichi. If I use a different card by mistake, I can't pass the gate. There are some manners expected on the train. For example, it is important to be quiet. So, you should set your phone to silent mode and refrain from talking on the phone. Also, you should refrain from eating and drinking except for candy and water. Trains have priority seats called Yusenseki in Japanese, and these seats are available for people with disabilities, pregnant women, and seniors. Here's Nagoya Station. The information on signs in the station are represented by pictograms and multiple languages, Japanese, English, Chinese, and Korean, to make the station accessible to people from other countries and children. There are many restaurants, cafes, and a variety of shops around Nagoya Station, so you can enjoy eating delicious food and shopping. Next, I get on the subway called Higashiyama Line at Nagoya Station. Japanese public transportation usually comes on time and rarely delays. The subway has women-only cars from the first train to 9 a.m. The braille blocks on the ground help people who can't see. Stations have elevators to help people in wheelchairs, with baby strollers, and so on. There are also escalators to help people transfer smoothly in the station. After about a 20-minute ride on the Higashiyama line, I change trains at Motoyama Station for the major line. Finally, I get off at the Nagoya Daigaku Station. You can see Nagoya University as soon as you get out of the station. It takes about 10 minutes to walk to Nanzan University from the station. You can see some restaurants and convenience stores around the street. Now I have arrived at Nanzan. By the way, if you visit Nagoya by car, a parking fee is needed to park a car at most parking lots, and it costs 300 to 600 yen per hour. If you rent a parking space in Nagoya, it costs more than 10,000 yen per month. Also, most universities, including Nanzan University, ban their students from commuting by car.
Firstly, I will explain how to buy a ticket. You can buy tickets at the ticket vending machine or from the station staff. Today, I will introduce how to buy from the ticket vending machine. First, buy tickets. Second, look at the train map and find your current location and destination. I'm at Nagoya Daigaku Station now and want to go to Kanayama Station. If you look at Kanayama, it says 270 yen. So you press the 270 button on the ticket vending machine. After selecting a destination, you put in your money. Now you can buy a ticket. Secondly, let me explain how to put money in an IC card. First, press IC course. Second, select Put Money in. Third, insert the IC card. Fourth, select the amount you want to charge and put in the money. Now, you can put money in an IC card. IC cards are not used only for getting on and off trains. Where this is indicated, you can pay with an IC card. For example, you can pay with IC cards at vending machines, convenience stores, drugstores, and supermarkets. Now, let's go through the automatic ticket gates. Put the ticket into the slot of the ticket gate. Don't forget to take your ticket when you go through the ticket gate. Next, let's wait for the train. Trains for Motoyama and Ozone come on platform 1. And trains for Yagoto and Aratamabashi come on platform 2. I want to go to Kanayama, so I'll wait for the train on track 2. Then, I go down the stairs and wait for the train 2 lines in front of the yellow guidance tiles.
Personal vehicles are an important part of life for many people in the U.S. Since most students and staff must drive to campus, there are many parking accommodations for the students and teachers. This map shows where students are allowed to park. The orange locations are for resident students. These students live at dorms on campus and have limited parking options, most of which are located near the dorms. The blue areas are for commuting students. Many live at home or rent apartments somewhere nearby. Their parking is usually a bit closer to the school buildings. In addition to maps, there are also signs at the entrances of parking decks which state who is allowed to park in the area. While red areas on this map are used by staff, these parking locations are marked with a red FS or for staff symbol. There are less of these spots, but they are usually the closest to the building. There are also places for visitors, and even a few parking spots for electric vehicles. There are currently 7 parking locations for resident students, 13 for commuting students, and 19 for staff. Everyone at UNG must register their car through UNG's parking services. The parking lot is patrolled by campus police, who give out tickets if you are parked in the wrong spot. These parking tickets are also paid using the parking services website. There are many rules for parking at UNG listed inside the parking services book. The most important rule is that you must park so that the license plate can be seen. And that concludes a brief overview of commuting and parking at UNG. In conclusion, Japanese students often use public transportation because it is available, affordable, student vehicles are prohibited, and renting parking spaces is expensive. Also, due to the punctuality of public transportation in Japan, it is very reliable. While in America, students often need to commute by car, as rural areas normally lack public transportation. While the open and spacious nature of the U.S. accommodates larger parking areas.